love, and third eye vibrations. What's going on with y'all, man? It's Friday. I hope y'all had a very productive week. I hope y'all created something. I hope y'all learned something new. I hope y'all added to the endless Rolodex of information that's in your head. And I hope you are striving to become a better person than you was last week. And like I said, it's Friday. Take a step back, relax, indulge in some of your favorite recreational activities. Reward yourself. Don't overindulge. Anything in excess becomes a liability. In this video, I wanted to present to y'all an idea, a philosophy, so to speak, something that I came up with. This is personal to me, and it's what I call my 5 pillars of existence, right? We got spiritual, financial, physical, emotional, and mental. How could I forget that? Again, in no order of importance, it's just, we all need one or the other. We all may need balance. We all may need to work on a certain aspect of our lives. None of us are perfect. We all evolving and we all growing. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. And we're going to jump into the mental aspect of it. What I want y'all to understand about the mentality of us, the brain, the way our mind works, the psychology of human beings, the more you learn, the more you know, the more you experience, the better and more well-rounded you become. That's why in my last video, I spoke on how they target the mind and how much things have been designed and strategically put together to keep you dumb, literally, to keep you ignorant, to keep you unaware, and to keep you not knowing what's going on in our reality. I don't just champion books and advocate books because I want you to be smart or I want to show you how smart I am or how much I read. It's none of that, trust me. It's because I understand from these years of reading how much sitting down and reading a book and forcing yourself to read and forcing yourself to learn something new and feed your mind some knowledge and some information, that shit goes light years and light years and light years as far as your development, as far as you doing more than the next man. Most of us can't even be still and sit down and think for a second. Regular Americans or regular people in the world can't even sit down and collect one thought. So let alone sitting down and opening a book and reading, So understand the power that you have and the power that's within all of us if we tap into our brain and we grab that knowledge and bring it out. And number 2, let's touch on the spirituality aspect. I didn't become spiritual, so to speak, because I saw it on the internet and wanted to use it as a religion or I thought it was cool. It was more so because when I started putting in the work, when I started grinding and I started to take my own life and my reality and say, nigga, this is mine and I'm gonna do with it whatever the fuck I want. And I put in the work. I didn't expect no handouts, none of that. And then I started to see how the universe would work in my favor. I started to see the realization of certain manifestations in my life. I started to study karma and the laws of attraction and as above, so below. What you put out is what you get in. That's the laws of karma and the laws of our life and this reality. When I started to study these things, I began to realize that things like sage and meditation and Palo Santo, and you start to understand how negative energy and people projecting negative thoughts onto your subconscious mind and being aware of the people that you hang around. Be aware of the people that you allow in your space. My nigga, burn some sage when somebody leave your space and they was talking a bunch of negativity and pessimistic mindset. You don't want to be around all of that. And 3, let's touch on the emotional side, right? The emotional pillar, we got 2 more after this. The emotional side goes not only with relationships and dealing with the opposite sex or the same sex. I know how some of y'all get down. I don't judge. Dealing with relationships, dealing with other humans, and dealing with things that are meant to trigger you or are meant to pull you off center. Many of y'all have had younger siblings or younger cousins that do certain things just to annoy you. And once they finally crack, they finally get to you and you just spill over. Your emotions all spill out. That's because you were not in control of your emotions. And that's why I say this is one of my 5 pillars of existence, something that can keep you in balance and keep you in harmony. When I speak on these 5 pillars, I want you to begin to identify within your life and other individuals how if you lack a balance and these things are not in alignment, how someone can not only manipulate but control you and to get you to do what they want and to feel how they feel and to live how they live when you're not living for yourself, when you don't have your own principles and your own morals and your own things that you don't fold on for nobody. How many of y'all been heartbroken? How many of y'all have experienced pain in your heart and made you not want to go on and make you not want to, you feel like it ain't no point of living sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Heartbreak hurts. I ain't never really experienced it, but I know I know how this shit is. And once you intact with your emotions, once you intact with who you are and all of that is in alignment, you get over things a lot quicker. You have an abundance mindset because you know that you have something to offer. You are a person that's put in the work into yourself, and you're not as emotional. You're not as emotionally swayed. Social media. You wonder why so many people are off-centered and they can't collect one thought, or they don't know how they feel, because you're constantly being pulled and swayed in so many different directions, seeing other people's ego, seeing other people that think they're right, seeing other people reposting stuff, seeing other people just be people. You know, it's going to have an effect on you. We are the generation that live in this society of sensory. Everything is right in front of us. We have these phones that any knowledge that we want, anything we want to understand, anything we want to learn, anything we want to see is at our disposal. So this influx of information into our head only will begin to cloud our thoughts and allow us or force us to not be in balance with who we are and what we want out of life. And it throws off our emotions, along with a myriad of other things that are strategically placed around us to trigger our emotions. Number 4, let's touch on the physical side of it. When I speak on physicality, it's not necessarily just you working out. Of course, we want to all be healthy and run and jump and not be tired and not be sluggish. That's why I champion going to the gym. I'll probably end up uploading some of my workout routines for y'all to check out and apply to your life. It also goes with what you are putting inside of your body. I champion an organic diet, eating fruit, drinking a lot of water. I'm not saying go vegan. I'm not a vegan, but I cut mostly red meat out of my diet, and I eat a lot of salads. I eat a lot of fish and chicken and fruit and water. And, you know, what you put in your body is what you get out. So if you put in a lot of junk food and you put in a lot of fast food, that's what you're going to produce. You're going to produce that. You're going to be that type of person. What they say, you are what you eat. Yeah, exactly. Not only what you're putting in your body, what you're putting on your body. To all my dudes out there that's listening to me right now, yo, moisturize, brush your teeth twice a day, floss, care about your skin, care about, you know, your physical appearance. Not only will females recognize it, and they will enjoy being around you so much more, because you may not have the best features, or you may not be the best looking dude out in the world, but you're at least putting an effort to it. You're at least not rolling out of bed and saying, fuck it. Fuck my appearance, fuck how I smell, fuck how I look. You know, you get out here and you actually put in the effort to be presentable in your own right. You know, do what makes you happy. But again, like, y'all wonder why females might not want to fuck with you. It's because I'm telling you, you know, put in the work for yourself, and you'll see the return on your investment. Financial. Let's touch on the financial one, which is the last one I'm touching on, but again, in no order of importance. Some of us may be very spiritually inclined, maybe some of the smartest individuals in the world, but we lack in our financial situation. We're in debt. We haven't gotten complete control of it. Once I got my first paycheck, I remember I was going into my senior year in high school. I was working at a grocery store. I was a cashier and I was pushing carts. My first paycheck was $81. When I realized that I could make money for myself and I could be in control of my own financial situation, I never looked back. Ever since then, my mindset had been grind, work hard. I sacrificed. I worked 2 jobs. I took the bus. I deleted social media. I had no distractions. I had nobody pulling or swaying my emotions and my thoughts. Everything was in harmony. I didn't second guess any of my decisions because I was doing it for me. Credit as well. Work on your credit. Yes, I know this is a matrix, but don't fear the matrix, but respect it. You know, credit will get you a lot in life, and credit will get you far. It's hard for me to speak on financial a little bit with what's going on in 2020, because I know y'all seen the photos and stuff of us possibly going into a cashless society. So I don't know quite exactly what's going to be going on that aspect, but I can only tell y'all my knowledge and what I've experienced and what I've done in my life to make sure that my financial is always in check. And again, working on these 5 spiritual laws creates a balance within you, and it leaves you in control of your life. And you essentially don't need anyone for anything. That's something I always prided myself on, is not needing one for anything, but always being open to receiving if someone wants to give. Again, being independent, being self-reliant goes a long way, because you begin to think for yourself. You become more confident. You have an abundance mindset toward life. You don't fear loss. You don't fear taking a risk. You don't fear adventuring or experimenting with something different. And most of all, you don't give a fuck what anyone feels about you, or anyone judging you, or what anyone is going to think about you, because when you put in the work, when you go hard, when you grind, when you focus on yourself, when you pull yourself out of those trenches that only you know what you was going through, what NBA young boys say, nigga, I cry alone. I ain't speaking on me, but, you know, cry alone if you have to. Do your own thing. Get in touch with yourself. Master yourself before you try to master the world. Don't mistake movement with progress. Anyone can run in place all day and not get anywhere. It's easy to sit back and repost and talk about what you're doing and how you're doing it, but what's understood ain't got to be explained. Those of us that are really grinding and really putting in the work behind the scenes, mental, physical, emotional, financial, and spiritual, all of us that are really putting in the work, we understand what's going on. And then, again, to my dudes out there, once you build that self-confidence in yourself, once you begin to look at yourself as a god because you know the work that you done put in behind the scenes, females is going to realize that. They're going to realize that you're not jealous, you're not envious, that you got confidence in yourself. And they're going to love being around you more. It don't even have to be about sex. You know, it's about you being a good person, you being a person that people love being around because you're in control of your own life. You got something to offer the world because you already done worked on yourself. Once you begin to tap into your own superpower and focus on yourself and bring your chakras in alignment and harmony, I don't give a fuck if you believe in spirituality or not. We're all spiritual beings. We're all a spirit inside a physical body. So treat your flesh prison well. Nigga, do right for yourself. Treat yourself right. You only got one life to live. You only get one of these. All right? As far as we know. So why neglect it? Life is a gift. Cherish this shit. Enjoy this shit. Be the best person you can be. Work on yourself every day. Don't let a day go by where you're not adding to yourself, where you're not becoming a better person. Just do you. Thank y'all for coming to my TED Talk. Done.